I've always known that my brothers had some kidney issue. I didn't know how serious it was. And one day he just casually asked me, right here in this house, and says, "Hey, if I need a kidney, will you give it to me?" And I'm like, "Okay." Like I said, "Okay." And initially it was just a spontaneous thing. "Yeah, I'll give it to you." I didn't know when, and it was not easy. Where I knew it was going to be within the year sometime. And that's when I began to panic. Well, I didn't show it, but I was panicking inside. My entire family was in the hospital with my brother, who had just gone into dialysis. And that was a wake-up call for me. I said, okay, I think I pushed it long enough. My wife, who had, up till that point, she was not very comfortable with the idea of me giving my kidney. And there was a lot of conflict because of that.
I was very nervous about this whole thing, especially because when the doctors told me that, the risk is 1 in 3,000, but there is no guarantee about, him being that one person. My kids were the one who gave me the support and the assurance, and I guess they were also very intuitive about the whole thing.
On one hand, she's pretty close to my uncle, and he needed the help, and on the other hand, it's my dad, so for her it was, she didn't know what to do. And so one day I just saw her, and I thought I'd talk to her, and I was just like, okay, listen, here's the deal. Surya and I are okay with it. We know the risks, but we know and believe that it's all gonna be okay, and we're not scared. So what are you afraid of? So she kept saying, we're afraid. I was afraid for you guys because you guys are small. I said, you know what? If something happens, God forbid, we can take care of ourselves. And, we're mature enough to be able to deal with a situation like that. And we're ready for it. So what are you afraid of? And that's when she realized, what am I afraid of?
The risks of what will happen, what if this happens, what if that happens, and at that point I was a little shaky on my decision as well, on my opinion of this whole thing as well. But then, like my sister said, she kind of convinced me too, and then I started convincing Mom.
Sitting right here on this couch, a friend of mine who was part of an expedition that I was when we drove from Bangalore to Ladakh and back. He came to see me, and he just put that seed in my head. Hey, he said, listen, in 2016 we're planning a drive from here to London, and I hope you'll be okay. And ever since, I've been percolating this idea, and finally we're 3 months away from this. We're driving from Bangalore to Scotland to promote organ donation awareness. So this is taking the long road to organ donation awareness.
I mean, that's like the ultimate road trip. It's nothing like any of the road trips we've taken.
December 30th, 2015, getting ready for our expedition, the Gift of Life expedition, what we call the long road to organ donor awareness, and we're taking 2 cars and we're driving from Bangalore to Scotland.
So we have built this Fortuner for Anil Srivatsa for his Gift of Life adventure. Firstly, the preparation of the car for this endeavor. Brake pads, belts, oils, and he has to carry puncture kits. Since it's a tubeless tire, he can easily fix the puncture himself. Ideally, in a day, you can do about 300 to 600 kilometers based on the driving conditions. You can also push it to 1,000 kilometers, but that's pushing it extreme.
Now you are witnessing Anil's car, which is after the under chassis treatment. This is a rubberized anti-corrosion treatment. Now this material will not only make it rust proof, it also cuts off the noise and vibration from the under chassis and the wheel arch areas.
preparing for a long drive is as important as preparing for a marathon or a triathlon race. When you're driving, then external factors come into play. Your body is trying to move with the twists and turns of the steering wheel, braking, traffic, bad road conditions. This is a bad way to drive. You'll get fatigue and also a lot of strain in the back. Also your legs, you're reaching for your pedals, which is not a good idea. And your knees are now the same level as your butt. So what would be better is this. Now we're not reaching for the steering wheel, nor are the pedals far away, and now the knee is above the butt. If you keep right angle, it's the best way to drive. So that is that's how close you need to be. That's the right angle while driving. So this is the most comfortable position of driving long distances. So let's look at some of the exercises one can do for the low back.
We're late for our flag off, so we're gonna run, so follow us. This is my mom, also one of my sponsors. When he asked me for a kidney, I didn't realize that I would be doing things like this. Keeping him alive and kicking, standing here so he can save thousands of more lives in his lifetime as a doctor and a surgeon.
And I wish Anil and his team a very successful journey. I'll be praying every minute for their safety. That's what a mother can do.
So we've stopped here at Badapani on our way from Guwahati to Shillong. Adventurous Vivek has gone to touch the water.
So this is where Surya is going to find his dream palace. He's going to room in with his traditional roomies.
Baya.
It's so nice and chilly, and it's all sweater weather, and I get to wear my hat.
She's weird. That's what I have to say.
We're on the quest for momos.
So guys, how was it?
It was amazing.
Yeah?
Finally we found the street food place.
नाम क्या है?
महेश प्रसाद.
अच्छा, तो इनके लिए डायपर क्या साइज सजेस्ट करते हैं?
हमारे पास नहीं है रे वो.
नहीं है.
नहीं.
ये बहुत सुसु करते हैं इसलिए. तो हमारा टाइम नहीं है स्टॉप कर रुकने को और सुसु करने का.
अगर आप मरने से पहले रजिस्टर करोगे तो ठीक है, आप कभी भी जाते हो, ऑर्गन्स आपके जलने से तो बेटर है किसी की जान.
हाँ, ठीक बात है, ठीक
बचाने
बात.
वाली.
Hi, we're day 7 and we're in Shillong, and this place we're staying, it's so beautiful here.
We are in the army campus of Assam Rifles.
So Google has given us a bad route. But this road, as you can see, is not really a road. So we're on the way from Shillong to Kohima, and we're just 7 kilometers from Dimapur.
We've just arrived in Dimapur and drive to Imphal directly tomorrow because we're going to add 3 hours plus another 5, so 8-hour drive all the way to Imphal. For now, we're going to grab a quick bite and head back to our accommodations in Dimapur.
Unpacking the Sanjeev Kapoor box in which the biryani masala is.
See, this is for half a kg of chicken. Yeah. So this masala, we need to marinate the chicken pieces with this masala, and then we have to make biryani with it.
All right, so let's go.
So we have put the vegetables, then a layer of rice, then some sprinkles of onion and coriander.
So with their visit in Roti Club of Imphal, we have been actually positively, we have been renewed with a new vigor that our Roti Club of Imphal and Rotians are actually belong to same families throughout the world.
Mostly we are singing and
How old are they?
They
Yeah.
3 and 4.
Oh, so cute.
We are in a right-hand drive car, driving on the opposite side of the road. Pretty much how it's going to be for us from here until we reach England. It'll take some getting used to, but I think by the end of tonight, we should have the hang of it. Exit from India, first country we're visiting on the 17th. This is check 1. We're in Myanmar. Follow me, customs.
Actually, this is 11th day of our trip, and we are driving from Calais city to Mandalay. So it's a 400 kilometers drive, but the patch is totally rough. You can see the patches here.
We start in France, south of France. We pass all across Europe.
Okay.
And in Turkey, in Istanbul.
Okay, and then from there
we take a plane for go to Delhi in India.
New Delhi. Ah, okay. So from India you've been cycling now.
Yeah.
Almost.
So where's your destination?
Now we cross Myanmar, and we go to Thailand.
Okay.
After we don't know, it depends about the rain, you know.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm nurse for children.
Nice.
And I'm graphic designer.
We're doing this to promote organ donation.
Okay. Good.
Overheating. The coolant is boiling over.
When Vivek opened the cap, the pressure was so immense that he let go of the cap, and we believe it's somewhere inside the bonnet. We need it.
Really worried about how to. We can't even start the car, right, without the cap, and didn't know where we would get the spare part. So yeah, that was really worrisome. But all is well that ends well.
We stopped this gentleman coming out of his house. We saw he had a Pajero, so I'm sure he knew where the mechanic was. So he was kind enough to lead us to this mechanic, but today is a water festival and we just saw this. It's closed, but they're leading us to some other place perhaps where we can get our radiator flushed and fixed. So this gentleman, he has a 1998 Pajero, and he's impeccably maintained it compared to our road warrior over there. Yes, they go wrong and they go bad. Anybody can fix it, and that's the whole point of using this car on a mission like this. Thank you very much.
I haven't seen anything below 30 and it was 21 this morning and I was so happy.
This is our first night in China, and we're trying to order food because we came in late. And well, the menu is all in Chinese, so we're asking for kung pao chicken. I guess it's all an American thing. It's not available in China, so we'll see what the real Chinese food is like.
Hopefully these next 21 days will be full of fun, action, adventure. This is where we thought we were staying. Now that's where we're going, and it looks shady as heck. Welcome to our little paradise. Lovely toilets. Made in China TV. I actually don't know what this is. Good night. So maybe it's like a night thing to put over your eyes or something. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a condom here.
Have you noticed anything different about him? He's got a Brazilian.
They have this 4-lane with full of tunnels, bridges, everything, and also it's very scenic because you can see all the way around we have beautiful mountains, villages. Can you recall one movie, Shah Rukh Khan movie?
Which one is your favorite? Shah Rukh Khan's? One movie that Shah Rukh Khan cannot speak? Koila.
Koila, oh! We have to turn wherever we have to turn. We stopped for loo break. We actually left someone behind. So we started driving without Kavya. So Kavya is not with us right now. So we are trying to go back and take Kavya back.
So we all got up from the car. I was still in the car. Everybody went to the loo, came out. Anil got back. He sat in his car seat, and we drove away. So as soon as we crossed the lake, I was like, Surya, take this picture. He said, roll the window now. Akka, where's Akka? We got a shock of our life. Kavya was not in the seat. It's like, Daddy, where's Kavya?
Okay, never in my life had I ever imagined my parents would leave me at a gas station somewhere in the middle of China.
I said, hey, this is a clean place. Why don't you go to pee? And she normally doesn't listen to me. And she actually listened and she went. So in my mind, she was still in the car. Now, the other problem was, I'm taking blame for it. I should have checked.
100%.
Okay, but usually in the car, you don't hear from her. She's quiet. She's either sleeping or she's listening to music. She doesn't say a word, unlike this man here, who's always yapping, tan, 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 tan. So you know he's in the car, you'd never know she's in the car. And I thought she's in that space again, so I drove off as soon as he sat.
it. I thought your car got hijacked or something. I was freaking out for you, not for me. Sounds like something Dad would do. How would Kavya survive in a gas station if he sees the cars are gone?
We've arrived in this town called Dali in China. A very cute town, really, really quaint, and this is the old part of Dali.
Such a pretty town. I'm in love with this Dali old city.
Many years ago, my husband and I first came here when Dali was a two-street town. I got a fright when I saw that huge.
That is huge.
We are in a bakery. It smells so nice in here. It's like almost 2 o'clock and I'm starving. We don't find food so we can make sandwiches and stuff.
So what's going on here?
It's like Tibetan Garba. It's pretty nice. I watched the crowd grow from like 10 people to 20 to 30, and now it's almost to the end. Pretty crazy.
去西藏。上山。那前面牌子下面写的是德清路。去曼康的路哪里？曼康。不去，过不去。Close. Backside that one, the first one.
It's beautiful. We reached the snow line. We're about 5,000 meters. Can't say much about this. It's just beautiful. That's all I can say.
We are the last two cars to pass from this pass today because of road construction. So I told them one of my clients is sick from the high altitude sickness, so that's why she just let us pass. After our car, all car will going to stand here today.
As you see, we're actually in a plateau, but we're at almost the highest point we've ever been. We're at 4,600 plus meters. Basically waiting to kill time. We've come here faster than we should have according to the checkpoints.
These guys shut off electricity at 12 o'clock, so if you're not asleep by 12, you're screwed.
I'm having a communication problem here, so she just showed me that these are all the vegetables, and we can pick what vegetables we want to be cooked. This is tofu.
My name is Yung Qianzheng.
Basa.
That's spring onion.
Yeah, spring onion.
This we call tukpa. It's very common in Tibet. Even for the breakfast, we have this.
We're on our way to Lhasa, about 150 kilometers away from there, but we have to cross a high mountain path, about 5,000 meters or so. And we haven't even got close to it, and we've got snow here. We have a bigger problem. We don't have brakes. We have some brakes, but not as I would have liked for it to be. I don't know how it's going to behave on these slippery roads. So let's see. More later.
बाहर का तापमान इस समय -2 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड है और हम 4000 फीट की ऊंचाई पर गाड़ी चला रहे हैं। यात्री कृपया सीट पर बैठे रहें, शौचालय का प्रयोग ना करें। We are about 170 kilometers away from Lhasa as per DG.
Driving on mountains which are likely to freeze with -1 degree Celsius. Whiteout, no brakes. Gotta rely on the skills we have.
So fortunately, the terrain wasn't as bad as it could have gotten. We did climb a hill, but it was not as windy. The windy would have been a problem. We're at the shop now. Hopefully it'll get fixed.
Finally, we have found an Indian restaurant that is the Third Eye and looks pretty exciting.
The dal fried, yeah?
Dal
A little bit spicy, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, dal fried.
संजीव कपूर का बिरयानी का एक मसाला पैकेट हम ले आए हैं साहब। जाने से पहले आपको दे देंगे। बिरयानी बना के खिलाओ।
Curry powder.
BMC.
We have chaat masala, chikmas, like this, garam masala. Those ones are
As we are going to use Sanjeev Kapoor masala, so I'm not going to use any of these spices. अगर आप लोगों को अच्छा लगे तो आप लोग इसको यूज करके फिर से बना के खा सकते हैं और कभी गेस्ट को भी खिला सकते हैं। संजीव कपूर मसाला।
Okay.
Driving from Bangalore to Scotland.
Cool.
Trying to promote organ donation. Part of our spiel here is to spread cultural goodwill through our cuisine.
Thank you so much.
I'm here looking at the beautiful Yamro Lake. Let's go check it out. Welcome, Mansarovar Hotel in Shigatse. Chinese Red Bull. Very random thing that has no use. It is called
Changgong brand super value made in China. And as we come to the grand finale, this is very fancy. You have bed light, so if you're romantic mood you can do like romance. Here is the do not disturb. So if you're making love with people, you turn this on. We're heading to Everest Base Camp. For some weird reason, we're not allowed to drive fast. We're supposed to average about 30 kilometers an hour, which is really bad because this road is pretty good.
To raise awareness for people to donate organs, I can't think of a greater cause. And also just the route that you've chosen through Myanmar, China, through Tibet, Central Asia, all the way to Scotland. Wow, what a great adventure. And the view from the Tibet side is spectacular. So my advice is prepare to be mesmerized by the beauty of Mount Everest.
But we're all excited to be at the world's highest post office in China. We're here to see the top of Mount Everest, which is now covered fully by the clouds. But the winds are really at breakneck speed, hopefully blowing the clouds away in a couple of hours.
As far as the tents are concerned, they're decked out. I mean, there's like some 5-star tent accommodation happening in there. If we're lucky, we might be able to see the peak. It's a gamble here. You know, people come from everywhere just to be able to catch a glimpse of it, but you can barely see it right now. But Deji said maybe 7 in the morning.
I didn't feel it. That's how cold my hands
face is tingling.
फूलों की डोली में होगी तो रुखसत मेरा नाम है कैलेंडर मैं तो चला किचन के अंदर
मिले तो दिल जमा निसार हो गया शिकार खुद यहाँ
शिकार हो गया
50 seconds left.
7 words.
7.
Yeah, that's it.
No, Howrah Bridge में लगता yes. Yes.
वाह वाह महक तो अच्छी आ रही है. Little bit of Sanjeev Kapoor masala. So this is Everest Base Camp dal powered by Sanjeev Kapoor masala.
It's dal chawal at Everest Base Camp at an altitude of 5,200 meters, and trust me, it's amazing.
Good morning from Everest Base Camp, and this is the Gift of Life adventure. And one of the adventures we wanted to have was come up here and look at Mr. Everest. Overnight, -12, -13 perhaps, because right now, about 9 o'clock in the morning, it's -8. It was a night worth thinking about, remembering, and some of us may come back.
Gift of Life adventure.
The Pajero, as usual, started overheating because of this deceptive climb. So here we're in the middle of nowhere, practically speaking. It was actually that the reservoir was too full, so there was no circulation of water from the radiator to the reservoir and vice versa. So we found some really good landscape here. It's just flat. We can see for miles with the backdrop of mountains, so we just thought we'd take a nice shot.
And we all decided to kind of dance on the road and just take some pictures.
It seems like we're going down, but we're actually climbing. So when a car is positioned in such a way that it seems like it's actually going against gravity, it's actually going down, because visually this entire scenario, how nature has created it, makes our mind seem that this is a hill going down, but it's going up.
Today we didn't have lunch, so we came here just to have this yak tea.
She's literally opened out her kitchen to us, and she's just offering whatever she has. Pretty much do what you want and make what you want.
Are doing their best to fix a Indian car. They're used to Chinese cars because that's left-hand drive. Everything else in our car is on the opposite side. Because we passed through their town, it's a way of honoring their guests.
Smart asses, their cars over there. Another traffic jam off-road.
The drive's been spectacular, if you ask me. Hundreds of square miles of just flat land. You'd think you're at low levels, but no, the whole thing was at 5,000 meters. Well, it's actually 10:45 right now, and we have decided to go another 400 kilometers.
Smells really good.
炸不会，清汤大甩卖，卖完为止。
We're going down at 70 kilometers an hour without me pressing the gas. But yeah, I'm on 5th gear at 65 kilometers an hour speed, and we're still downhill.
India, my home.
Oh yeah.
This is Shinkan Bridge. First-hand experience.
And also we can feel a little bit of sand inside, although the car is closed, but as these are the sand particles, very small particles.
What is closest resemblance to naan, but also looks like good pizza base. They have jeera on it, they have some onions on it, and that's what we're going to eat with some chunda. We're trying to get some potatoes and maybe make our own meal out of this whole thing.
We're heading towards Kashgar, which is the capital city of this Xinjiang province. People here, majority of the population are Muslim, and they look very different and speak different languages. It's not really a part of China, but it is.
They're not completely fluent in Mandarin, and Daisy, our guide, doesn't know what they speak.
We're going to cook some aloo ki bhaji using the Sanjeev Kapoor masala.
We're making new dishes. I don't think Sanjeev Kapoor ever conceived of these recipes, but here we are. It's just plain aloo, but we're mixing and matching his masala.
Thank you.
Yes, we have to follow them.
We follow one car and one car will come after us. We follow them.
We have been stopped by police vehicles, and now two police vehicles are escorting the car. One is in the front and one is in the back to the police station. I don't know what's going to happen next. Because the length has reached.
Yeah. AC's working, and it was just actually a belt. Thankfully, we carried spares because they didn't have the spare.
Europe.
你看这连卡式都有。
This is as local as it gets to Kashgar. Only street food. You can hear the music. It's a completely different world. The food looks yummy.
Right now we are driving through Kyrgyzstan. We have just passed the Urugat border, and the lake behind us is the Chetarkur lake, which is right now frozen, and it is the highest alpine lake in Kyrgyzstan. I love the warmth and hospitality showed by the Kyrgyz soldiers, and one of the guys, he just came by, opened the door, and he said Hare Krishna to us.
And here we are on our own without any guide. So yes, like we have to use the sign language to understand what they exactly want to say.
Yeah, they led us to a restaurant. They told us what was good. We had a nice discussion. We talked about Mithun Chakravarti and disco dancer, which is apparently a big deal here. We did a little dancing, and it was an amazing night. It's so different. The people are so much more friendly and so much warmer than China. The contrast is crazy.
I really was excited by the experience of your friend who has donated his organ. It's just a great thing to give the life to others. Everybody who can do it, who has such a spirit and braveness to do that, should do it.
We had
breakfast.
pancakes. I had porridge. That's egg. It's an omelet. It's actually pretty interesting. It's like baked.
This is the best breakfast we've had.
In a while.
It's better than anything we got in China.
Ivan. Это Оля, мама.
Ola.
This is Vishu.
Hello.
He's removing things from car. This place is called Cholponata. It's a nice, cute homestay, and sweet couple has given us rooms to stay for tonight. Hopefully today for dinner we can probably cook them Sanjeev Kapoor meal and give them a taste of our Indian cuisine.
Ну как, часы,
It's complete damn charades, like, trying to explain just by actions, and she understood. She's such a mother hen. It's like almost like coming to a grandmother's house.
We have got this lovely kitchen, and so we're trying to cook biryani.
Sanjeev Kapoor biryani masala pilaf.
Indian pilaf.
Oh.
Больше вот Сардар базар, потом
Сардар базар, Сардар базар.
Яшма базар, потом еще как?
Чамни джо.
Не помню, забыла, не помню. Мужу положу сначала первым.
Кто у вас? Молодец, хорошо.
You can see the mosque over there. That's actually Kazakhstan, and right now I am driving Kyrgyzstan.
They actually wanted us to come and see their flat. But the problem is we still don't have a hotel tonight, and that's what we need to solve. So we don't want to stay too long. I said mohanfoundation.org. फिर organ donor का कार्ड मिलेगा ऑनलाइन. उस ऑनलाइन कार्ड को फेसबुक पे डालो और 10 दोस्तों को नॉमिनेट करो. Didn't find a hotel room. We didn't have money, didn't find an ATM. We didn't have enough money, just enough to eat. So we stopped by at a wayside restaurant, found our way into some food. The waitress there was looking at us very suspicious. She never fed us. She didn't give us anything when we sat. And it turned out that she didn't believe we had money. She thought we were begging over there. So the moment she saw money in our hands, she was a little better disposition at that point. We found a nice parking spot, and all of us just slept in the car last night for the first time.
We are wearing jumpsuit and sleeping in car full night. We are very happy. Sleep is not okay, but now the view is making all sleep go away on our way to Uzbek, and we hope we get to Scotland alive. Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day! Thank you.
We're in between Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan, and this is literally no man's land.
We reached here before 20 minutes before closing of the border, and as soon as they stamped my visa, they got a call from Uzbek that their time is closed. So I am just kind of stuck. I am already exited Kyrgyzstan and I cannot enter Uzbekistan.
A local family living in no man's land has given us beds. So we'll get to do some cooking because we haven't eaten, we can't go out and eat. We obviously can't be fed by the family.
She wanted to visit the Taj Mahal in India.
I'm going to cook dal and rice. So I have cooked rice already for cooking, and I'm going to put some tadka for dal, masala to make this dal. So now I'm going to put Sanjeev Kapoor biryani masala for making dal.
Ding 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 ding.
Jimmy, Haja. Jimmy, Haja ni pyari ko, dila ki malik ko. Uya gana gana
We just ate lunch like bosses, and this is how much we ate for. Very reasonable.
79,000 sun for 7 people.
Uzbek money.
It sounds like Tamil song.
Boy, keep recording. Who's gonna use bathroom first? Whoever goes first. Okay, bye.
No.
It's just that Uzbekistan doesn't have diesel sales. They have it in black, and when they have it in black, the quality of fuel is not that great. So in fact, we prepared just for this country, because everywhere else diesel is available. So we filled these 2 cans, one in Myanmar, one in China.
So we got a friendly welcome here in Uzbekistan, but we got trouble because of the customs and police check post. It's more severe than China we have.
I think the real problem is they were wondering if she was carrying porn. They never asked anybody else that question but her.
That was.
I wonder why.
Yes, I don't know why she asked me, and then she said no sex pictures. I was like, no, me, mother, kids, big, no sex pictures.
We just got out of the border. It was late at night, pretty dark, and we had to stop for a bite. The staff of that hotel, or that restaurant actually, took us in.
Was film. Video film. Shah Rukh Khan.
Anandi.
My name is Sultanat.
Sultanat. Beautiful. Jamil, beautiful.
What is your name? Geet.
To our surprise, we found another extended family member of the restaurant staff who said, no, all of you don't go anywhere else. We don't want you to be unsafe. You come to our house and stay the night with us. And just like that, total strangers. Boundaries would change human behavior, but no, humanity is humanity. Cross boundaries. Here we got somebody to get us into their home.
There's like ornaments.
Name Тимур.
Тимур.
Так, он беспа? Снимай.
До свидания.
Goodbye. Yaxshi, до свидания, да.
Variety of food we've had in all the countries we've visited so far, but somewhere we crave for the junk. And for the first time today, we're actually using our Laika money card. So as you know, Laika is one of our sponsors, and this is a multi-currency card that they've given us, and it works like a charm.
Кофе. Вот, молодцы, все хорошо. Подожди. Хорошо.
Давай. Are going on a run.
Disco Tanso, आया Magisco Tanso. तुझे देखा तो या जाना सनम.
Okay, so we're going into Epilogue, which is the place suggested by Sanjeev. So let's check it out.
Meats are there. So nice large pancake, wrap, lots of sauce, vegetables, chicken.
Actually going for a Rotary Club meeting. The Moscow Rotary Club has invited us. We're going to go and exchange a flag. Some
Very nice. Nice to meet you. Welcome.
На конференцию. Кто будет переводить?
So this is our club, and we are very happy to meet you here and to greet you here.
Millions of people who are looking for organs to survive will never have to wait if there are enough donors in the world.
Мы не знали друг друга до этого лета, мы болтались по свету.
And we have been stopped here saying that we don't have the custom paper which should have been issued at the Kazakhstan-Russia border. That means while we are entering Russia. But they have not given us any document. So I don't know for how long I have to stay there. So I'm just feeling hungry, so I'm eating this apple.
pretty lake house. We entered Finland yesterday evening, and since the Russian border kept us there for around, I think, 7 hours, we were kind of off on our timings. We thought we'd push it to Helsinki, but it was around 10 o'clock where we stopped at a bar. We got talking with this man, told him about, our journey, and the next thing, I have a cottage by the lake that I rent out. Why don't you guys stay?
No, it's a pleasure.
We found ourselves at this beautiful place, and right now it's bright and sunny, but even at 10 o'clock last night, the sky was blue. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, good night.
Bye, good night. It's really beautiful up here. We've got all these coniferous trees that line the road. You could see them in the backdrop.
So we just thought of having Indian meal in Europe. So I'm just trying to figure out what we can make because we don't have any vegetables here. I will try to make biryani just using the sanjikur masala and soya in place of any vegetables. संजीव कपूर मसाला
कोई दीवार नहीं बनाता
इसके पास मोटर है बट वो जाना शुरू कर रहा है
Start me out. And he seems to be in some trouble. So can I give him the phone? And
No problem.
Where are you living? Oh, you're in Helsinki. Okay.
Very good. Two person. Coming also here. You understand Finland, in Finland.
Keep keys outside the house.
We're heading straight to Nordkapp in Norway now. We decided to ditch Helsinki altogether. Get to see more of the countryside, I guess.
So it's really dark outside, it's really late, it's about almost 9 o'clock. We thought we'd stop for food. We left at 5, but we drove till like 1. But the funny thing was we didn't have to worry about it getting dark. Once we got to Oulu, all the hostels were full. So what we did was we slept in the car. Thankfully for us, we had this guy named Yako. He knocked on our door. We didn't know what he wanted. Very interested to know what was going on. And then he offered to take us around the city. He showed us this heritage bar, which was built in the 17th century. That is really old. Then he took us to this farmer's market.
And if you have pain in your neck, you put this in microwave oven, and when it's hot, you place it here, and it's like heaven.
You had like bakeries, you had meat shops, you had souvenir shops.
We find the Gulf logo for the first time after we left India. I need to change my engine oil, so maybe this is a good time.
So the Gulf guys came back to us and they have 5D40 ready for us at Oslo, giving us contact. So we're gonna get to Oslo and get it done there. It was time for lunch, so he had to go somewhere, so we parted ways, exchanged contact information, and he went on his way.
I wish all the best and good luck for the gift of life adventure.
And we were ready for the next leg of our journey, all the way up to Nordkap.
We ended up in that hostel. Last night was 10 o'clock by the time we got in, and of course there was no night. It was like this. This is the land of the sun that never sets between now and June 22nd. They don't see sunset. Vivek and Gitu, they started to cook, and we had some nice yummy dal, Nutrella, sabji. All of them powered by Sanjeev Kapoor's masale. It's a lot of credit for all the food that we're eating that we make ourselves. And then the kids were playing Ludo. We're heading out to Norway today. It could be Nordkap, it could be Verdo.
Oh my god. We filled like less than half an hour ago. Full tanks in both cars. For some reason on the Fortuner, the reserve light is showing. So it's kind of dicey. We need to make sure that there's fuel so we go forward.
Plug ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ನಾಬ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಪಿಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ನೀವು ಫ್ಯೂಲ್ ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ Up hills you can go a little faster, down hills you've got to be a little careful because I may not have brakes, so we'll take it. Now that we're uphill, let's look.
So we took the fuel back to the fuel guys, and luckily we found them because they had shut water in the diesel, and this is the sample of this diesel here, and this is the sample of diesel from China which we are carrying with us. There's water in this diesel, lots of water. He said no, there's no problem with it, it's just that we make diesel in a different way. And he brought a paste out, and on that paste, if we poured the fuel and if there was water, that paste would have turned color, which we did. It didn't turn color, but he took his spit then and then put it on that paste, and the paste turned color. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
So we're going to drive, keep our fingers crossed. Jai Bajrangbali.
Welcome to Swag in Norway.
Yeah, this is squeaky cheese from Finland, and this was suggested by Sanjeev Kapoor. So we are using this to make paneer butter masala.
We're just going out to the town here just before we head out to see the midnight sun. So we're just going to walk around.
It's 80 kilometers an hour, but I'm at 60 to be on the safest side.
Alright, so we stopped at a service station in this small town called Alta. Actually, the place was closed, but one dude was just leaving home and he was kind enough to check what was happening. He thinks it's a fuel filter, so we bought the fuel filter, we'll go to Tromsø and change it there. Now it's telling us to take a ferry to Tromsø. I don't know if it'll fit on the boat, don't know if it's closed or open, so let's find out. Tune in for more.
Okay, so this place is obviously closed, this ferry terminal, so we put in the driving directions. We're 182 kilometers away, ETA 1 a.m.
We have reached Tromsø and we were told that we will be able to catch the midnight sun. It's just unbelievable that it's past midnight and it's as bright as ever.
We're looking at the camping ground. So this is where we have to pitch in our tents and that's where we're gonna stay. So we're just trying to find out how to go to this place.
Come on. It may look like we came here at about 5 in the evening, setting up camp, now ready for the night, but it's not the case. It's 2:30 a.m. here because we're in the land of the midnight sun, so sun never sets. That's the 2-man tent for Rick and Geet, and that's our 4-man tent for the family. Vishwas sleeping in the car.
I figured if it's too expensive, then they'll talk us through the phone.
Yeah.
And we'll do it on the phone.
So if you have to change it, it's 830 Norwegian.
Just for the labor.
It's no problem, but you have to get going.
No problem.
So I guess we're here, and this is where I'm heading. Engelöja. These are the Lofoten Islands. So it's on the main road. It's from Skarberget to Bognes, because sometimes you see whales here.
The intensity of the water of this waterfall is probably as strong. It's just that it's not as high as Niagara. And that's what's fascinating about the froth that it's creating in spite of its low height. I love waterfalls personally, so that's why I'm feeling so excited about this.
Exactly, we stopped at some place just for a minute to click a picture, and after that we couldn't find the other car.
Usually Anil stops after a while if the other car is not seen. Thankfully a couple came in a car, we stopped them, Geetu stopped them. They were kind enough to give us their phone to call Anil, and they are waiting for the ferry. So we're just hoping we won't miss that ferry. Could be the last ferry of the day, we don't know.
After the 3-4 days of hardships that we've had, it's a pleasant view to say, okay, we're alive.
I was born with cystic fibrosis.
Okay.
All the mucus in the body is naturally thick. Yeah. So when I was 18, I got on the waiting list for new lungs and liver and a heart. And the heart was okay, but the surgeon who was going to do it, he said, yeah, one body and in one operation. Yeah, so my heart, the old one, it was fine. So someone else is living
with your heart,
with my heart. And then because of medication, my kidney got broken down. And then last year I got my new kidney.
We find it difficult to harvest organs from the next of kin who have religious biases. One religious bias is that if I cremate my body incomplete, then I don't get to heaven. But in their minds, it's pretty sacred.
Yeah.
So we need to change that.
So, would you just take them in? Tusen takk for at dere kom. Det var fantastisk. It means thank you for visiting us. It was fantastic to meet you people. You're so nice. Of course, I didn't expect you to be nice, but you were. And keep fighting for this cause.
Yes, we will.
Because we need donors.
That's oil filter for Pajero, and it's almost thrice the time of oil filter of Fortuner.
All the best for the second part or the rest part of the Gift of Life adventure.
What we are doing is we're going to go ahead, follow this map. We have no destination. We're like city nomads.
Hi, so welcome to Stockholm in Sweden. We were just driving the only car in India that has this color. It's a Porsche that's now the new Gulf formula car or stock racing car now. You know, you pump some air into it and it'll look like what we've got. We're starting to like the way our car looks.
Have a nice day. You be the boss of security.
Hello, and welcome to the Holmes Mansion.
half-cut this brinjal, and I'm putting garlic and chili, whatever things we want to get cooked, and then we will just grill it. So when everything is grilled, we'll put some oil, some lime juice, some salt, just mash it.
Central city in the city of Hanover in Germany, and all the shops are closed because these guys love Sundays. Everyone seems to be sleeping
because they're all on a hangover in Hanover.
Amsterdam cheese company, surrounded by lots of cheese.
So we just get out of Schengen region and now we are entering UK. So we are just going by ferry. We reached here at around 11:15 and the ferry was around 12. So we bought the ticket and we have gone through the exit from Europe. So we got our Schengen visa stamped. UK is also stamped here, and because of all these things it got delayed. We thought the ship will wait for us, but it already left, so we have to catch the next ferry at 2 AM in the morning. So we are waiting for the next ferry.
as the car says, Bangalore to Scotland. We made it. John O'Groats, so tomorrow. But for now, let's get some personal plumbing, intake and outflow.
So we reached today morning at London, and we decided, because we have less time, so we decided to cover Scotland because we are very near. So if we stretch for like 2-3 more days, then we can actually do it. So
John O'Groats, the last leg of our trip, like literally leg, last drive, the last 600 kilometers.
When we came here, we got to know that it's an Indian restaurant. So yes, now we're waiting for my methi chicken and naan.
To promote more awareness about organ donation.
Okay, right.
So
Absolutely fantastic.
More about that.
Well, it's so it's so good actually seeing some marked cars and obviously all the gear here. I'm film on no.
So in Saudi Arabia.
Now it's allowed.
Now it's allowed.
Yeah.
But since how long?
2 years ago.
2 years, till 2 years, no organ donation.
No, there was.
But very quietly.
Very quietly.
Leave you with these. You take this home.
Yeah, I will do. Yes.
Read the instructions.
Yes.
Make yourself a chicken chestnut spice mix.
Oh, fantastic!
It's like a marinade for chicken.
Really? Thank you.
Okay,
to see Indian people, it felt like people are from my home, and it made me feel proud to see you guys and ask you what you were doing. And when you said you were coming from driving all the way there, it just is something that I always dream about doing one day, driving all the way to Bangladesh, and to see you guys doing it for 70 days, it made me feel very proud of you guys.
We reached John O'Groats, our destination. The receptionist at our hotel apparently is asleep or doesn't notice we're here. As you can see, Dad's knocking on the door there.
Was to make it to this point, and we did it. And we've saved this bottle that was given to us by one of our angels, Stefan Holmes from Stockholm. Not all of us drink, but today it may be an exception, at least a little bit. No better way to see the world than this, and no better way to meet people of this world.
because I do something outrageous, it attracts some attention. And that attention gives me the opportunity to start the dialogue about organ donation, which is why we call ourselves the Gift of Life Adventure. And this is about gifting a life. Organ donation is nothing short of gifting a life to somebody.
Excellent. How are you? Well, welcome to Parliament. Thank you. Thanks to Adam and Laura who wants you with me. Thank you for making us happy. It's a pleasure.
I hope you enjoy this. Find your own journey and don't forget, you have to become an organ donor. I say have to. That's what this is all about. Recycle yourself. Be a hero. Bye.